So this is the next product in the wheel cleaning package. Also, you can buy this a la carte, you can buy it by itself. But this is the RaceGlaze XL brush, detail brush. I like to have just one brush. Again, I don't like to clutter up my cabinets. I don't like to clutter up my life. I don't want to confuse myself. It's one of those things I've always complained about. Like, you know, the new BMWs have so many choices of settings, it hurts my head. I want let's just put it in a great setting and leave it alone. I know I'm one of the few that care about that kind of stuff. I just don't like having extra stuff. I end up throwing a lot of detailing supplies because I'm not using them. And I just don't like to have redundant stuff in my garage, in my cabinets, in my life. It just keeps things simpler. And so I don't like to have 6 different types of this type of brush because I already have several other wheel cleaning utensils. I like to keep my wheel cleaning bucket clean and neat and free of a lot of extra fluff. I just want to keep in there what I need. And at times that's meant that I've had to have some extra stuff in the bucket as I'm figuring out what works, but I use this for multiple purposes. I use this to clean the caliper. I use it mainly to get the lugs, and this is a little big for lugs, but it gets the job done. I'll use it for any section of the wheel, or even sometimes emblems on the car. It's soft enough for that. But I'll use it for all of that. I like this brush. These are considerably less expensive, and I know that a lot of times I'm going to buy the best of the best. These are less expensive than a solo brush. I actually do like that it has a plastic handle rather than wood. It's just a preference thing. Who knows? I'm testing solo brushes again. I'll show you sort of an example. I have them down here. So, here's a comparable solo brush. Which these are much higher end. These are German made, really high end boar's hair brush, more paintbrush type than a RaceGlaze. And so there is a difference here. My guess is this may last longer. At least some people have some experience who use these type of brushes often. They would would say that this is a better brush. I don't know though, for the cost difference. I mean, this is roughly twice the cost. I think for a 22 sized, I guess that would be, is it 22 millimeters? But a 22 sized solo brush is comparison to the XL version of the RaceGlaze. So again, I don't keep a lot of these. I would also use this in an engine bay. I have one of these in my bucket just to keep things simplified, and I'll show you how we use it on the wheels here in a minute. All right, so here's the last step in the process of me cleaning the wheels. Generally, just to bring you up to speed, we used NextZet wheel cleaner. I cleaned the barrels with the Incredible Brush flat. I hit the areas behind the caliper with the Easy Detail brush. I then followed using both the small and large brushes to hit the fender well. And then I used my lambskin FlexiPads mitt to dial in all of the areas front and back. And then I just want to clean up like the areas that maybe I couldn't get in there with the FlexiPad brush or the FlexiPad mitt. Just kind of hit these areas, hit the area behind the valve stem, and then this area behind where these little crevices in the caliper tend to build up a little dirt. And so this also would be more useful when I have lugs. So on the other cars, this brush gets used a lot more. So that's how I use the XL version of the RaceGlaze brush, designed for lugs. You can use it on emblems. Of course, I don't have any emblems on this car, or none that would need something like this for. So that's what I'd use it for. These areas around the caliper, valve stems, lugs, the center lock area, and that's how we would finish it. So what happens when the force pulls you back, your foot naturally comes off the gas. You have to keep your foot to the floor, foot to the floor.